Greetings once again, my people. As you all know, this is Dotland Media. Here we bring you breaking news and good analysis back to back from around the world, especially from Africa. Please, if you are just coming across this channel for the first time, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will get notified whenever we are live or post new updates. Thank you. Breaking news. U.S Congressman wants Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's immediate release over deteriorating health. Now, hear the news in details. A U.S Congressman, Mr. Jarvis Johnson, member of the state of Texas House of Representatives in the United States of America, has made a passionate appeal for urgent and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Kanu is being detained at the custody of Nigeria's Department of State Service, Abuja, after he was forcefully brought to Nigeria from Nairobi, Kenya, by a combined intelligence team of Nigeria and Kenya. Despite court's verdicts and UN Working Group opinions acquitting and directing Kanu's release, Nigeria's government has remained adamant. He is accused of running a proscribed group, jumping bail, and treason. To this end, the U.S. Congressman, in a statement made available to our reporter in Uyo on Wednesday by Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, Kanu's special counsel, sought the support of his fellow lawmakers in releasing Kanu both on health grounds and his inalienable right to self-determination. Quoting the lawmaker, I quote, "For months now, it is public knowledge that Kanu's health condition has deteriorated and continues to do so on a daily basis. He suffered from serious heart condition and other ailments for which he is not getting medical attention. There is growing concern, fear, that the present government of Nigeria intends to cause his disappearance prior to May 29, 2023, when it plans to hand over to an incoming administration. He therefore demanded his colleagues to use their good office to urgently intervene with the government of Nigeria to immediately and unconditionally release Kanu from his solitary confinement and end his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria." He further stated that the right of the self-determination is a natural right and is enshrined in our foundational documents, the Declaration of Independence and Constitution. It has been and is our policy and practice to support this right as we are now doing in Ukraine. What is good for the Ukrainians is also good for Kanu and the Igbo race. Mr. Johnson recalled how Kanu traveled to Nairobi, Kenya from UK on May 12, 2021 with a British passport and was legally admitted into Kenya, and how consequently he was abducted in Nairobi by the agents of Nigeria, adding that he disappeared in Nairobi and was tortured for 8 days. Quoting him, on June 27, 2021, he was extradited by the government of Nigeria to Nigeria. This fact has been admitted by the government of Nigeria via its Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami. It is also confirmed by the then Kenya High Commission of Nigeria, who shortly thereafter died under mysterious circumstances, that Kanu was extraordinarily extradited or renditioned has been judicially affirmed by the Nigerian courts and the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention. As a result of the persistent and consistent efforts of the Kanu family, the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office (FCDO) and its Foreign Affairs Committee (FAC) have engaged in insufficient efforts to secure his release from Nigeria's government extraordinary rendition. He expressed sadness that despite UN Working Group and Nigerian courts discharging and acquitting Kanu of all charges and ordering, directing his unconditional release, the government of Nigeria continues to disobey its own courts and to ignore the amenity of laws prohibiting extraordinary rendition. He therefore appealed for the support of the fellow congressmen in accomplishing the urgent, unconditional and immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In another news, the U.S. government plays double standard as Simon Ekpa frowns. The United States Secretary of State, Tony Blinken, has told the Nigerian INEC selected president and a drug baron, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that the Joe Biden administration is committed to strengthening ties with Nigeria. The secretary noted that the US to Nigerian partnership is built on shared interests and strong people-to-people ties, and that those links should continue to strengthen under Tinubu's tenure. Simon Ekpa reacted, tweeted, and I quote, "When you think you have seen it all, how do Tony Blinken sleep at night? You place visa ban on those who worked with Tinubu to undermine democracy, and at the same time you are ready to strengthen partnership with terrorists, states and those who facilitated the undermining of democracy. America failed in Afghanistan. You can't use our lives for another experiment. Bring your military jets when the time comes. We'll be waiting. PM." He ended. "Those Americans think that we are fools or we don't know what they are up to and what they are doing. We don't care about their nonsense illusional democracy. We are living that damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria." A follower angrily reacted.